I've always believed mirrors are honest. Brutally so. They show you who you are when no one's watching. That night, I was grateful the hotel halls were empty, because I didn't want anyone to see how tired I looked staring back at myself. The Grand Aurelian doesn't sleep, but it does quiet down after midnight. The carpets swallow sound, the chandeliers dim to a soft amber. I pushed my janitor's cart down the west corridor, the wheels squeaking in protest, and stopped in front of the ballroom mirror. Floor to ceiling, imported glass. So clean you could lose yourself in it. I sprayed the solution and wiped in slow circles. My reflection moved with me. Same hunched shoulders, same dark hair pulled into a bun that never stayed tight. Same uniform that smelled faintly of bleach and old fabric softener. That was when I realized my reflection hadn't blinked. I blinked twice, hard. My reflection kept staring, eyes open, unblinking, mouth slack like it had forgotten what to do. I froze. Rag pressed flat against the glass. Get a grip, I whispered to myself. Mirrors play tricks when you're tired. That's what my mother used to say. I lifted my hand. My reflection didn't. The air felt heavier, like the building had inhaled and was holding it. I stepped back. My reflection stayed close, palm still flat against the glass where mine had been moments before. Then it smiled. Not my smile. Too slow, too wide. Trade places? It whispered. The sound didn't echo in the hall. It felt like it came from inside my skull. Just for a night. I backed into my cart, knocking over a bottle. It clattered loudly, the sound bouncing down the corridor. No footsteps followed. No voices. Just me and the mirror. You're tired, the reflection said softly. Its lips moved now, forming the words with practiced ease. You clean up after everyone. You disappear. Let me try. I shook my head. No, I said, but my voice came out thin. I'm not. This isn't funny. It tilted its head the way I do when I'm listening. I can rest, it continued. Sleep in your bed. Feel your bones stop aching. And you. It glanced over its shoulder at the ballroom behind it. You get to be seen. The ballroom lights behind the glass were brighter than the hallways, gold and crystal and polished marble. I imagined myself standing tall there, not invisible, not ignored. I wiped my eyes with the back of my glove. When I looked again, my reflection was pressing its forehead to the glass. We were inches apart. Just one night, it said. I'll be careful. The rational part of me screamed to walk away, to leave the cart, leave the mirror, clock out and never come back. But my body didn't move. I thought about my studio apartment with the broken heater, about the way guests talked through me like I was furniture, about how the managers never learned my name. My reflection lifted its hand, slowly. It placed it against the glass. Touch me, it whispered. My fingers tingled. I told myself I'd only prove it wasn't real. Just glass, just exhaustion. I pressed my palm to the mirror. The surface rippled like water. Cold shot up my arm. The hallway stretched, bending inward, and suddenly I was falling forward, weightless, breath ripped from my lungs. I landed hard on marble. Warm, bright. I spun around. On the other side of the glass, wearing my uniform, my face stared back at me. It flexed its fingers, testing them, smiled my practiced, invisible smile. See? It mouthed. I pounded on the mirror. My hands made no sound. The ballroom doors opened behind me. Guests poured in, laughing, dressed in silk and suits. They didn't look through me. They looked at me. Someone handed me a glass of champagne. Another complimented my dress. When had I changed? My voice answered questions I hadn't heard. My feet moved on their own, confident, light. Across the room, I caught glimpses of the mirror me pushing my cart, cleaning, nodding, being ignored. The night blurred. Music, laughter, eyes on me. For the first time, I existed. When morning light crept in through the tall windows, the morning appeared again at the edge of the room. I ran to it. "Time's up," I whispered. "We said one night." My reflection looked older somehow, more settled in my skin. "Did we?" it asked. Behind me, a manager called my name. My real Lee. I turned instinctively. It was just glass. I'm writing this during my break, hiding in a supply closet. The hotel staff greet me now. They remember me. They look surprised when I flinch at mirrors. Because something, when I catch my reflection, it blinks a second too late. And questions, very quiet. It asks if I'm ready to switch back.